Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are on page 87 of your student journal, and our objective for the day is, today I will subtract fractions by separating parts, period. Okay. We don't really have any new vocabulary to show today. Again, they're just reminding us about the numerator and the denominator and what they both mean. And then they are showing us a fraction equation. And notice here, just like we saw with the joining parts, that when they subtracted, they only subtracted the numerator. So 5 take away 2 equals 3. But 7, they did not do 7 take away 7. They left the denominators all the same. Okay, our steps are going to be exactly like they were with the joining parts, except now we're going to be crossing out parts. So we're going to represent the minuend, which is our first number. It's what we have with the visual model. And then we're going to be crossing out the parts of the subtrahend. It's what we're taking away from the minuend. Okay, so what does this actually look like? Here is my first problem, and notice there's only one visual model because I'm not going to represent both of them. I'm just going to represent the minuend. So what do I have? I have 3, 6. That's what this means. I have 3, 6, and I'm going to take away 2, 6. So the 6 tells me I have to partition my whole into 6 parts. The 3 tells me I have 3 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 of the 6 parts. Now they want me to take away 2 of the 6. So they want me to take away 2 parts. So what am I left with? I'm only left with 1 out of the 6 parts left, and that would be my answer. Okay, let's try another one. This one says, illustrate your answer using the given number line. So what do I have? I have 4/8. So I need to partition my whole into eighths. I'm going to do it in half, and then into fourths, and then to eighths. So this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. And what do I have? I have 4/8. Now, on the other one, we did an arrow. This one, I think it's easier to color it in. So what do I have? I have 4, 1, 2. I have 4 of the parts. And they want me to take away 3. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take away 3 of them. And what am I left with? I'm just left with 1 out of the 8 parts. So if you notice on both of them, how did I get that answer? I only subtracted the numerator, but my denominators stayed the same. Okay, let's try some together. So we are on page 88. Here is my first one, or our first one. It says 3/4 take away 2/4. Why don't we do a number line for this one? So that means that we need to draw 3/4 in a number line. So let's start by drawing our number line. We always have 0 and 1 whole. And the 4 means we have to partition it into fourths, 4 parts. So we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 1 is equivalent to 4/4. And this means we have how many of them? 1, 2, 3. So we drew or represented the minuend, the first what we have. Now we're going to subtract the subtrahend, subtract what we're taking away. So we're going to take away 2 of the 4 parts. So take away, take away. And what do we have left? We only have 1 part left out of the 4 that the whole was cut into. So our answer is 1/4. Okay, Let's try the next one. It says 4/8 take away 2/8. Okay, so let's do a rectangle model for this. So the 8 means we need to partition it into eighths. So I'm going to do fourths and then divide those into half. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And the 4 says I have 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now they want us to take away 2 of the 8. So let's take away 2. And what are we left with? We're left with 2 parts out of the 8 that the hole was cut into. And that is our answer. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you have the next few pages to try on your own. I'm sorry, you only have this page to try on your own, and then your teacher might assign you some others. Have a great day.